it's Bridget Michelle and I am making again. Excited that you're joining me. Today there's 3 things that I'm going to be working on making, and that is the new face cream, the skin therapy, and lastly salt scrub. So I'm going to work on that today. It's early in the morning and I've got the kitchen all prepped and everything's disinfected, and now I'm gonna go get my containers, and I will spray those down with alcohol, and I usually let those dry. If I start with that first, those will be dry before I start to put product inside. Okay, so I hope you don't mind me kind of talking while I am unpackaging my packaging. In this business, it has been quite a struggle for me. It's that ordering packaging and making sure I have everything I need when I need it can be difficult, especially because I have quite a bunch of sizes. I've got 8 ounce, 2 ounce, 4 ounce packaging. I decided to forego the 6 ounce packaging, so I don't carry that at all. However, I decided to, on some of my more luxurious products, start with a new package, which is this. It's a double-walled jar, and this jar has different lid sizes than the regular 2-4 ounce package. So it's kind of, when you make a decision to make a switch or to try something new, it's an endeavor, because you have to make sure that you have everything you need. Usually I will start with one. I'm gonna make salt scrubs first. So I'm gonna get all those jars ready. And what I do is I fill a little squirt bottle full of alcohol, and then I spray everything and disinfect it. Now, keep in mind, I disinfected the back of my kitchen, and I disinfected all the countertops in the kitchen, and I normally will, and I go from different directions also to make sure I get everything well sprayed. The salt scrub is one of my favorite products that I make, and I just wanted to let you know why it's one of my favorites. Sorry, that was my dishwasher. It's my favorite product because it leaves your skin feeling amazing. You don't even have to lotion after. I always lotion after, but you don't have to. I've tried it without it, and I'm like, wow, my skin's still moisturized. So it's really a nice little spa treatment. I'm gonna pour this oil in here. So I gotta get out as much of this as I can. Remember, I pre-measured, and before I pre-measured, I disinfected all of my tools. And I got these at the local restaurant supply. They're actually they're food grade, and they come with lids. They're really cool. This is emulsifying wax, so I'm gonna put that in there. And get it all out. I need every bit of it. And I'm just gonna pop 30-second bursts in the micro. And the emulsifying wax does is that binds oils and waters together. And as you use this scrub, you scoop some of the scrub out. You're already clean, and your skin is wet, and so you're scrubbing your body and you're taking off the dead skin cells. And this just helps to have an even toned skin. You feel soft and rejuvenated. And you can scrub the areas like your feet or your hands. You could scrub those areas a little more that need a little bit more. A salt scrub. I mean, who doesn't love that? Oh, and you want to do it before you shave your legs, not after. So if you shave and you get a little nick, it's going to burn. So this is salt. It is Dead Sea salt, and it is pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to go ahead and start pouring my ingredients. So here's my salt, and I'm going to, so that is a process, because you have to melts down that emulsifying wax, and because microwaves can tend to burn, you know, things, you want to make sure you're putting on bursts. The other thing to invest in if you're going to do this type of thing is this is it's like a point, like a laser thermometer. So you just point it in there, and I kind of check the temperature as I go. And then here is my other ingredients here, and I'm going to sift these into the salt. And then, so basically I'm just pulling from the bottom of this and bringing it to the top so I can get it nice and mixed here. So this is purely the dry ingredients for the salt scrub. And the other thing I like to do is I have another canister that I mix half. Here, that's mouse. I'll mix half and then mix the other half, and then mix the halves together, and so I get a good, nice mix. But everything is done by hand. You know, I don't have a whole lot of special tools other than mixers, like hand mixer and hand blenders and things like that. I don't have a whole lot of tools, so everything's done by hand. So it takes a lot of time and patience, which is fine. It's great. I love creating. I think this is fun. I love seeing the finished product. I love using the finished product. And I love hearing from people, you know, how they liked it or didn't like it, or what they think, you know, needs to change, or what, you know, how they compare it to another product that they used. So I'm really about listening to the customer of what they like and don't like. I don't get a lot of complaints, which is a blessing, but to me it's also, I want to hear the complaints if they don't like it. Like if they say, well, I liked yours, but I like this other one better. That way I can say, okay, great, tell me why. Okay, so I did my dishes, and I have my salt scrub here. I had to change gloves. The salt scrub is too coarse for the gloves, and so it tears them apart. I usually double glove. And now I'm going to scent everything, and then I'm going to, after I scent everything, then I'm going to color everything, and then I'm going to package everything. So it's really a process, and it's like I said, it's a lot of fun. It doesn't take that long for the salt scrub. And then I wanted to wipe up because there was salt everywhere. So I got that all nice and cleaned up. So here is my finished salt scrub product, quite large. There's 4 liters of it, and I'm going to make 4 or 5 cents. I do put it in an 8-ounce jar, which you get about 10 fluid ounces, 9 fluid ounces, I guess. It weighs a lot, so the salt scrub. So here are my containers that I use to separate my scents. And I'm just disinfecting. I sprayed them down all with alcohol. And so I'm just gonna wipe off the excess alcohol. So everything is made, and now I'm just gonna jar things. I straightened up and put things away. Least favorite part. Then I have a paper towel just to wipe off my fingers, but I just use a regular spoon that I've disinfected, and I pour it in, spoon by spoon. And then I weigh it, so I'm gonna do one and show you here. But the other thing I added, and I forgot to tell you, so I added the scent, and then I also added jojoba beads, and it just adds to the experience. everything is bottled. Now I just need to clean the edges, and I got a paper towel and some alcohol, and I'm just gonna make sure all the edges are cleaned off. Now, it's hard to get it perfectly in the jar with a spoon, and I don't have all that fabulous equipment that some of the large companies do, or it just spurts in there and you don't have to worry so much about the edges. So I just basically spray a paper towel and just clean off everything here. And I just really want the sides and the top. I have to change paper towels. Also, what I've been doing is I am making samples. They're miniature, they're, you know, a use or two, 1 use or two. I mean, I just did an eye cream, and I only had the large size container, the larger, and so you'll probably get a week's worth of, you know, of a sample for the eye cream, which is kind of nice, and that's a real expensive sample. So, you know, thinking about samples, you know, when I would order from Sephora, they weren't always everything I'd wanted to try, but it was nice to be able to try new things and sample out new stuff. I really enjoyed that, and so I want people to be able to have the opportunity to, they can either give it away or use it themselves, you know, or have a little treat. Like this, I don't know if you could do your whole body, maybe. It's only about 1 ounce. But, you know, you can at least do your hands. And that's kind of nice to, you know, scrub up your hands and your, well, you could do your hands and your arms, or you could do all your legs. Maybe before a shave or whatever, before you shave your legs, that might work. So I got quite a few scents there. Part of the reason why you need to clean the tops is so that you can put the quality seals on them, and so that they'll seal properly. So I put these on all of my products now. I had a different type of seal before, but this one I like more. But you can't have oil or anything on the edges, of course, because it doesn't seal. So they are pressure seals. So basically, when you put it on and you twist, you can hear it. It'll unseal when the person opens the jar. It'll like make a sound. So I use these now instead of the other way. And I put them on both my jars and my bottles now. Just get everything nice and tight and closed and sealed up. And the other thing is, I make little labels that as I'm scenting and coloring, that I just try to keep the label with the item. So like I know that one, this one is energy, and that one is a berry scent that I have, a new berry scent that I have. I haven't named it yet. So I keep these little labels to help me to remember what scents are which. And this time I made, I made a couple of girly scents, and then I some unisex scents. So energy is pretty unisex. Most men like that scent. I have a lot of men that say, "Oh, I love that." You know, it is sweeter, but it's an invigorating scent. And then Twilight is now another unisex scent. It is so fresh smelling. Everybody that I've talked to that smells it really likes it. So Twilight is a keeper for sure. I really like it. And then lemongrass scent, most people love, and it's fresh and it's invigorating. It kind of wakes you up. It's also a good antibacterial. So lemongrass is a good one for unisex, you know. so there's that. So those are all the 8 ounce. And then here is, and I'll just put, I always get excited to do samples for people. I love putting little freebies in there for everyone to try. I think it's fun. I used to enjoy getting a freebie, and I never knew that I think what I enjoy more is not knowing that you're going to get one.